Hey guys, today's story will be about a weeaboo that tries to bring the entire party into his fantasies. So I, my brother, and a few of his friends, as well as my partner, had been a bit deprived of D&D as we would start a campaign and then never finish it. When I was originally introduced to D&D, a person we shall call Weeaboo was the DM, and we were running a Curse of Strahd campaign, and things were pretty fun. It was my first game ever, and we ended up stopping because of commitments, but overall, he was a good DM. However, when he played as a player, things got weird. It was the first time I had played with him as a player, and the campaign was Out of the Abyss. Weeaboo was playing a changeling rogue that seemed to want to have relations with every female NPC and PC via manipulating them with his shapeshifting, and attempting to create a in-game harem. The DM must have wanted to see where it was going, as Weeaboo had half-seduced a drow who was trying very hard to murder him. And the rest of the party was coming along because we naturally thought that Weeaboo was in danger, as we tried not to metagame. Still, we had to sit through a good 3 minutes of Weeaboo trying to basically turn the game into a near hentai experience, with our DM trying to almost actively get the rogue killed. Thankfully, it was over when my tiefling wizard killed the drow and got Weeaboo's character the heck out of there. Without hesitation, he then tried to seduce my character, whom I have repeatedly stated that was something along the lines of 12 to 14. It was finally when he started making fanfic between all the characters that we all backed out and dropped the campaign. Being the good person I try to be, Weeaboo had said that he had made a homebrew campaign since the last two had flopped. And he was a pretty decent DM in COS, so I trusted him. Which was, in hindsight, a very big mistake. First off, almost his entire world was populated with Nekkos. Secondly, we had to help them because of some kind of oppression, and our entire party really couldn't care less about them. Especially considering a horde of them had ambushed us and seemed to actively want to kill my character. It was when I was trying to use my rogue skills to sneak into a camp of bandits and thieves that I had realized my horrible mistake. I was somehow caught despite rolling a nat 20 for stealth, and Weeaboo had only given me the option to flirt with the bandit to get out of there. Then, after being dragged into a tent, I was then quickly fudging every roll he threw at me, and before I knew it, Weeaboo started to DM me and was grinning as he described in vivid detail of how my character was being forced into a rather unsavory situation. My brother's homebrew tiefling sorcerer had apparently helped her escape after I had left the table because I knew I was about to throw up. After this, my brother, partner, and my brother's friend all leapt away from that campaign as fast as we could after that session, and the Weeaboo complained that we barely started. I, however, definitely did not want to have to be there, as I'm a person who likes to RP characters in TTRPGs, and no way in heck was I going to roleplay that for Weeaboo's entertainment, especially considering that he had a history of wanting to get characters pregnant. I think the only thing I'm glad about that experience with Weeaboo is that we begrudgingly let him play in a homebrew that my brother's friend had made, which we are currently playing, and Weeaboo was playing his seducing rogue again. When I found this out, I may have botched my strength stat a bit, so I could make a beefy dragonborn fighter who was an honorable man and essentially the protector of the party, before my partner's sister's boyfriend turned up as a paladin. Weeaboo had stopped playing when his rogue got annoyed that I stopped him from hitting on our dumpster child of a drow warlock, who was also my partner, hence why I was a little bit ticked off, other than, the underage stuff. And my Dragonborn effectively turned Weeaboo's character into a burnt paste after a few rounds of combat, because Constitution was Weeaboo's dump stat, and I don't think he even bothered with armor. Revenge had never felt so sweet in a TTRPG. But my word of advice. Make sure that if you have a weeaboo, that his character doesn't try to get intimate with everything with a pulse, and if he's a DM, that his campaign doesn't go in the same sort of light. Or, better yet, just keep him out for everyone's sanity. Well guys, like the OP said, the best option here would to just keep them out. But something that should also be said is, you probably shouldn't be giving someone like that a second chance, considering what he did. But in any case, guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you have a story that you'd like me to narrate, let me know. And as always, thanks for watching, and have a good one.